So here we are. Okay, so and I've got everything. I think I'm all set up. I'm good to go. I'm seeing my stream over here. I got to turn that off. Where's Adobe? There we go. That's much better. Doesn't look nearly as freaky now. Okay, so we still got 2 minutes. So we'll just sit here and stare at each other. So how's it going with you guys out there? Hurricane Rising live. Yes, hello. Welcome. Welcome to you all. Everyone who's here or not here, possibly watching the video, the vid, as you kids these days call it. Actually, I don't think you guys call it the vid anymore, do you? Call it the VOD. Because you've got to be, edgy like that and change, I almost said verbs, vowels, for no apparent reason. Good. Very good to hear that, Bardry. Very good indeed. So for those of you who don't know, I was distracted by a splotch on my keyboard. The scandal. Oh, God. For those of you who don't know what we're going to be doing here today, we are going to be recording voiceover dialogue. Is it dialogue if it's just one person? I mean, I guess technically there are some of these lines where the character would be talking to you, the player, like if the character that's coming at you is going to be like, I'll tear your head off, kind of thing or something. I guess whatever. Yeah, just lines. That's why the way I kind of crinkled my nose when I said that, it reminded me of I think it was Beverly Hills Cop 2. Maybe 3, where we meet Serge again, played by Bronson Pinchot, where he's talking about his personal trainer, Dowdy, and how she keeps trying to get his body fat down, but he's like, I keep sneaking off to have a goat cheese. I don't care. I wear suits. Very funny character, very funny scene. I love it. Anyway, Kerflop, good morning. Good morning. So, as I was trying to say moments ago, we will be recording generic lines for 3 different voice types. The 3 different voice types that I do are MaleEvenToned, which is basically just my normal speaking voice. There's MaleGuttural, which is pretty much most of the male orcs well, maybe the female orcs too. No, that's not the female orc voice. Anyway, so MaleGuttural. And we will also be recording the MaleKhajiitMercurial, which is a lot of the MaleKhajiit within the game. So we basically have to go through and record the same voice sets, or record the same lines 3 times, once for each voice set. So that's basically what we will be doing today until we get to 9 a.m. and the people in the neighborhood start firing up their lawn care equipment. And then I won't be able to record for a while. At that point, I just basically stop recording and I move over to editing, like whether I'm working on an audiobook or whatever. Speaking of which, blatant self-promotion. If you like listening to my voice, which why would you? How much? I'll read that in a second. And yes, I do have every idea how much you'd love to do it. I would love to do it too. So if you want to hear more of my voice when I'm not streaming or you're not watching my other videos, there is a podcast called Escape Pod, and occasionally I narrate short stories for them. And over the last 2 weeks, there's a story that I've been narrating for them called Lab B15. Part 1 was released last week. Part 2 was released yesterday, I think. And yeah, it's cute. Go ahead, Pardry. And which game? Elder Scrolls is what I presume Jamrev is talking about. How did you get used to listening to your own voice? Oh, it's sort of like hitting yourself in the head with a hammer. It just feels really good when you stop. No, it happens over time. You get used to it. You start focusing more on what you're saying, like how you're going to deliver the lines, rather than what you sound like. And it's just something that you just get acclimatized to. The reason that your voice sounds so weird to you is because you don't hear it all the time. You're used to hearing it through bone conduction, when your vocal cords vibrate, the vibrations go up through the bones in your ear, or through your skull, and into the soft tissues in your inner ear, and it sounds very different to you. That's why when you listen to a recording of your voice for the first couple of times, it doesn't sound like you, and it sounds weird and it's odd. But after time, you just get used to it. You get to a point where you recognize, oh yeah, okay, whatever, and it just stops freaking you out. Argonians that's very cool. Very cool. I think, if you want to, you can always sign up to do voice work for us. It doesn't pay, and none of us get paid. That's a big factor. It's a passion project for us, and you're very welcome, Parker. And let me know if I'm not saying your name correctly, because I think it's either Pardry 2 or Pardrill, and if it is Pardrill, I apologize for not saying the L's. But yeah, we're always looking for more people, not just voice actors, but 3D animators and 3D modelers, and even people to do concept sketches and stuff, just all kinds of stuff. Always look hard drill. Yeah, okay, thank you. You can go to BeyondSkyrim.org, and you can apply to join any of the teams. It costs nothing to apply, and who knows? If you've got a skill that we can use. You just might, and when you go there, just there's like little tick boxes to say which group you want to join with, because we've got Cyrodiil, Seat of Sundered Kings, which is what I'm going to be doing today. We've got Elsewhere, Sugar and Blood, which is almost entirely Khajiit stuff taking place down in Elsewhere. We've got a team for Black Marsh, which would need a lot of Argonians, but every one of our thing, because there's every chance that you might run into an Argonian in Bruma. You actually do. There's 2 that I can think of right off the 3 that I can think of right off the bat. There's Relm Tay, who is a beggar who's by the front gate. There is the guy that hangs out in the Drunken Huntsman. Drunken Huntsman? No. The bar over on the west side of town. Whatever it is. And then there's Bathes in Murky Waters, who is the naked Argonian in the baths underneath the Gerald View Inn. Voiced by a very good friend of mine. And, goodness. Right, anyway, so we were, nothing on the filthy rat men. Filthy rat men. No, he is a lusty Argonian. No, actually, he's not lusty. He's an extremely political Argonian. If you go down there into the baths and you talk to him, he's got some very, very cool. If you like political intrigue in Skyrim, he is the source of it in Bruma. Yeah, sorry, it was. Anyway, it's on the western side of the city of Bruma, right behind the cathedral. Can't think of what it is, but I'm sure that some of the game devs are probably here to answer questions while I'm working. Let's see. Your last name is actually in the dragon language. Very cool. It's very, very cool. Okay, so that's 7-8 minutes of me blathering on. I think we can probably get started. Okay, so I've got my glass of water. If you want to get into voice acting, here's a couple of things that you'll need to learn. Always have water on hand, because the more you talk, the more air moves over the soft tissues of your mouth, and it will cause it to dry out. And once you get into a thick spittle situation, you start getting more popping and crackling of bubbles in your spit and whatnot, and that can lead to pops and crackles in the thing. So keep water on hand, and remember to take small sips, just enough to moisten everything. For those of you who hate the word moist, you will hear it at least twice more. That was probably one of them. Sacred in English, very cool. Yes. Oh, Cassie, I am so happy that that he was able to do that voice. It just, as soon as I got in there, I was like, Ooh, yes, you are the kind of Argonian that I will happily strip off my clothes and climb into the water with. I also have a cup of tea, by the way, for those who are wondering. This is bourbon. You know, that's to keep me from falling asleep again. That tea is from yesterday. Whatever. And most importantly, if you're doing an Argonian voice or a Khajiit with a hairball, it's important to be able to have kind of some, I believe the technical term for it is schmutz in the back of your throat. So for that, I only use Cozy Shack chocolate pudding. Chocolate pudding? Okay, whatever. No, by the way, Cozy Shack, if you want to sponsor me, go right ahead. I don't mind. No, I ate this like 2 days ago. This is why I'm fat. Okay. Monster Hydro. I had some, the blue zero carb Monster yesterday, or zero sugar, I should say, not zero carb. It's hard to be an energy drink if you don't have any carbs. Focus, Trent. Focus. Let's move on to some narrations, shall we? So what I use is this, Adobe Audition. I almost said Photoshop. That is not Photoshop. I am not an artist. I would be lucky if I could draw my own blood, which I have done. But yeah. 17, I've been in the theater most of high school, so was I. I was 17 also, a long time ago. And I was in high school. I was in drama class for most, whatever. Does age matter when it comes to who applies for VA? No, it doesn't. In fact, in some cases, we need kids because it's not always easy to just pitch everybody up to make them sound like children. If you can sound like a child, great. That's brilliant. Legalities and stuff get a little when it comes to having children do voiceover and whatnot. So a lot of times we just have adults who sound like children. We don't often have children doing stuff, but no, age is really not a limitation. If you are of legal age to work in your country, go for it. Even if you're not, apply, and if there are any legal ramifications or sticky points or whatever, we'll figure them out. But apply. It doesn't hurt to apply. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the file open. This file, which is generic test lines, or generic lines test. I'll rename it later. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Excuse me. But we are going to be using also this, which is the document that has all of the lines that I need to record. And so what you'll see is there is some freaky stuff over on the left side, which is the file name that goes into Skyrim, and then the line itself, and then there's some other columns, most of which are not for us. And there's one that I can't see because I'm looking at the wrong thing. Emotion. That is not for the voice actors. That is not for the voice. I know it may seem like it's for the voice actors, but it's not. That is actually the facial expression that gets applied to the character for that particular line. So that if a line is supposed to be delivered angrily or something, they know to use the right facial animation. That's all that is. So we'll just relax. Okay, so to get to the point, also I've got Adobe Audition over here on my monitors. I'll just show you. Hang on. Nobody throw up. I'm going to move the camera. So over here, we have Adobe Audition, which I showed you. Over here, we have the script. So I can't see you guys anymore. So if you have questions, oh, God, I look like a Batman villain. By Batman villain, I mean like way back in the 1960s and 70s in Adam West days when they the villain hideouts were always filmed at an angle to represent their skewed view on the. Never mind. That's just how that thing went. That's how they did it. Reverse these. Yeah. Can you work in VA as a full-time job, or is it more of a side thing? Depends, Mr. Apache guy. Depends is yes, but when you're first starting out, you will almost certainly have to have a second job or a primary job, and voice acting will be your secondary job. Because until you've gotten yourself established and whatnot, it's going to be hard going. I mean, this is what I do full time, and it is hard going. Because you never know. You're an independent contractor. You never know where your next job is going to come from. So, a little crazy and very scary. So definitely, basically, when you're getting so much work that you have to continually take time off from your primary job, you are close to being able to see the point where you might want to consider thinking about possibly giving up your real job. And all of those caveats are meant to be there because as an independent contractor, you don't know when your next job is coming from. If, like me, you do audiobook narration as well, while you're doing your work, you are also looking for work because you can't start looking as soon as you finish a gig. You've got to already be searching all the time because nobody is going to bring you work. You can't rely on that. Some people might, but you can't rely on it. So you've got to constantly be looking for work. It's very stressful. But if you can go for it because it's a lot of fun. It's one of the two most rewarding jobs I've ever had. The other one is being a freelance mascot performer, playing like Tony the Tiger at a Walmart somewhere or something, which some of the greatest days of my life. But I went from being a mascot where I'm seen and not heard to being a voice actor where I'm heard and not seen. So it's a weird crossover. Right. So we were going to do this thing, this stuff. So like I said, I'm not going to be able to see you while I'm recording. So if you have any questions, either hopefully there's somebody from Beyond Skyrim in the chat who can answer them, and or wait for them until I get to a point where I want to take a break, and then we'll do some Q&A stuff. Okay, so first things first, when you're going to be recording this stuff now, it's going to get really bright on my face, which means that I'm looking at the script. The first thing that you want to do when you're getting ready to record, I looked right into the light, when you're getting ready to record dialogue, is you want to record room noise, just a long period of silence so that you have a very clear footprint or noise print of what the room sounds like when there's supposedly no sound. And go away. There's a tiny little moth in my room. It's not a moth, it's like a gnat or something. Right, okay, so let's just get started. Right, room noise. Everybody be quiet. Okay, so that's what the room, would you piss off? That's what the room sounds like when there's not any sound. And people are like, but I didn't hear anything. Yeah, you did. You didn't realize you did because your ear just compensates for it. But if you listen to it, ew, that's so gross. Oh my God. So that becomes the noise print for the room. And if you're going to do noise reduction, which, please bear in mind, a lot of audio engineers, when you're doing voice work, they do not want you to do your own noise removal. They just want you to send them the raw file and they will take care of everything. Why? Do they think you're incompetent, incapable of doing it on your own? Yes and no. Sometimes they're worried that people may be incompetent and not know what they're doing. More importantly, they know how they want it done. And rather than explaining to you how they want the audio doctored or treated or whatever, it's just easier to just send them the raw file. But give them a nice big chunk of room tone so that they're like, oh, they will love you for it. They're like, thank you so much. Because they will just use this for their noise print and do whatever they have to do, and then they just delete it, this big empty space, later on at the beginning. I have proven to the folks at Beyond Skyrim that I do know what I'm doing, and so to take a little bit of, but that's the thing, is I've proven that I know what I'm doing. So to take a little bit of load off of their shoulders, I do some of the noise reduction myself. But I do it in very small incremental steps so that it doesn't damage the thing. Because it's better to do the old saying, little by little wins the race, the whole thing about the tortoise and the hare. No, that's slow and steady wins the race. Whatever. Little by little also wins the race, just more slowly. If there's nobody at whatever, you know what I mean. Small, easygoing corrections of things that will not damage the audio of your voice. So what we're going to do, like I said, 3 different voice takes. Would you please get to the point, Trent? We're going to do 3 different takes, one for each voice type. We'll just start with mine, with MaleEvenToned, because it's the one that's going to rip my vocal cords up the least. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start from where we left off. And I need to turn that off right there, or it's going to be like, hey, you didn't do a thing. And we'll start at the top, as we often do. Oh, one other thing. I'm going to record each one of these as one big file. Just all of the lines in one big file. Let me make sure that you guys are seeing the... I don't know if you guys want to see the document. No, you guys don't need to see the document. It's fine. I can turn off the document. It'll be fine. Zoom. There we go. Now you guys can see the actual audio thingy, and it'll be much more fine. Okay. Hey, Circuit! Hey, thank you very much for showing up. Circuit, Mr. Complete the Circuit there, is one of the other wonderful voice actors that we have in Beyond Skyrim. And he can also answer questions, so feel free to pepper him. Okay, so 3 different takes. And away they go. Thank you for your assistance, friend. Thank you for your assistance, friend. Thank you for your assistance, friend. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My thanks. My thanks. My thanks. Took you long enough. Took you long enough. Took you long enough. Thanks. 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 I feel like we did those already. Thanks. 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 I'm lucky you came along. I'm lucky you came along. I'm lucky you came along. Don't rub your face while you're doing this stuff either. There's effort, and then there's over-exaggeration of... By the way, I'll delete that later on. Maybe. Oh, thank you for rescuing me. 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 Oh, thanks for the rescue. Thanks for the rescue. Thanks for the rescue. Am I glad you came along? Am I glad you came along? Am I glad you came along? A little longer and I don't know what would have happened. Thank you. A little longer and I don't know what would have happened. Thank you. A little longer and I don't know what would have happened. Thank you. I could have gotten away myself, but thanks for the assist. I could have gotten away myself, but thanks for the assist. I could have gotten away myself, but thanks for the assist. Is it over? Divines, thank you. Is it over? Divines, thank you. Is it over? Divines, thank you. Now, these parts now are getting into the desperately crying for help section. So I'm going to turn the gain down so that I don't blow out the microphone. And since I'm going to be much louder, and I have to back off the mic a little bit. So to prevent room noise, because I have a fair number of acoustic tiles up, but there's still some bounce back off the ceiling and from behind the, not Elder Scrolls, the Forgotten Realms map behind me from this wall. So what I do in cases like this, little trick for you guys, if you're going to be getting loud like that, if you got too much room noise, you can put a map, not a map, but you can put a pillow behind your head, and it helps gobble up some of the boom from behind you. So I'm going to turn these down and start screaming for help. Hopefully my housemate is awake. He's not awake. He went to bed like maybe 3 hours ago. All right. So now we've brought my voice down to about here, so it's probably much, much harder to hear. But, and hopefully I've got a blanket across the window so that we don't get a lot of bounce back off the glass. And usually the neighbors in the neighborhood know that if that's up there, I'm probably recording. If you're going to start doing voiceover, by the way, make sure you go around the neighborhood and tell people that you're going to be, doing voice acting stuff, because otherwise when you start screaming, help! Oh, see, that is what we call clipping. That would be, if I tried to just reduce the volume on that, it would become a square wave at the top because it got cut off. So sometimes you need to fake yelling really loud and do things like, help! And that's still clipped, so I need to turn it down even more. Ow. I should probably lower the arm of this chair here so I don't hit it as often. Okay. So let's try that again. Help! That's better. That we can work with. Okay. Now I've been talking too much and I need to moisturize. Do like an ASMR thing of a really moist mouth. No, let's not do that for this. Here we go. Help! 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 I need assistance! I need assistance! I need assistance! Please, someone help me! Please, someone help me! Please, someone help me! I really hope my neighbors are conscious of what I'm doing. Here's a long one. And this is the sort of situation where you start getting a little bit loopy and you start doing things like, help! Don't do that. Help! 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 I think those will do. So the next set is, let's bring this back up a smidge. This next set is called Less Desperately Requesting Help. So it can be a little bit quieter. Little help here? A little help here? Little help here? I could use your help. I could use your help. I could use your help. I want to do those first three again because less desperately. A little help here? A little help here? A little help here? Next segment is asking about the progress of a quest or task. How are things progressing? How are things progressing? How are things progressing? Made any progress? Made any progress? Made any progress? Any luck? Any luck? Any luck? How's the job going? How's the job going? How's the job going? Anything to report? Anything to report? Anything to report? Done yet? Done yet? Done yet? Progress report? Progress report? Wasn't enough variation on that. Progress report? Progress report? You're back. Is it done? Oh, you're back. Is it done? You're back. Is it done? Next segment is getting the player's attention. But first I want to pause. Pause. So I need to rest my thumbs. Amazingly enough, my thumbs are what need a break. And I'm going to take a look at chat. What's the pillow for? Finally getting back to answering the thing. I presume somebody answered. Yes, cheap noise treatment. Thank you, Circuit, very much. I'm so glad you're here. Why do everything in sets of 3? Sets of 3 is kind of the industry standard. There are many different ways of delivering lines. There's a bit of a trope, a joke that different things. You'll see actors rehearsing their lines, and they will put emphasis on different words. They'll say, "How do you do? How do you do? How do you do? How do you do?" You know, and they'll go through and they'll see which one sounds best and whatnot. Oh, right. Thank you. Forgot that I was, had it turned down. So yes, 3 takes just to give some variety. And generally the people who are making the game or the movie or whatever will listen to the different 3 and see which one they think fits best. And then they'll just rule out the other 2 and use whichever one they like the most. You missed the start. Oh, God, Morticia, my darling, welcome. You missed the beginning, but it was just people screaming for help. So, but that's okay. We're doing 3 different voice sets, so I'm going to wind up going back through and doing it again and again. And we have to finish this voice set. There's still plenty more to go on this voice set. So right. Yeah, that thing. It is getting very warm in this room. It's one thing I hate about my room. It's the warmest room in the house, and I am an Arctic creature. I like it to be freezing in my room, but no. For some reason, this room gets really, really warm. And I can't turn on the fan because the microphone will pick it up. Yes, you missed me screaming for help. But there will be more... Golf, hey! There will be more. And more screaming, because I have to do it in an orc voice. And I also have to do it... excuse me. I broke with the Khajiit dialect. And this one will be doing it in a Khajiit voice as well. So yeah, right. Any other questions? You seem to have you didn't really miss it. This will be going up on YouTube later. Doesn't matter. I was just talking about how hot it is in my room. It's very warm in here. It always is. Right. Where was I? I was here. I was here doing this thing. Okay. We have a small sip of tea. Sorry, I'm catching up again. Right. Your Highness. I almost said Majesty. You're only a prince. It's not only a prince, but you're a prince. It's Highness, not Majesty. So, yes, never judge whether or not you should do voice acting based on what you think of your voice. Your opinion of your voice does not matter. It's the people who are listening. It's their opinion of your voice that matters. So go for it. Right now, you're not doing voice acting. So if they say no, you haven't lost anything. Just go for it. And when I say go for it, I mean go for it. Because you will think that you are saying, let's see, what's a good line? We'll go back to the Cozy Shack chocolate pudding. You will think, and it's empty, by the way. There's no pudding in here because I already ate it all because I'm fat. Anyway, you will think that you are saying Cozy Shack original recipe chocolate pudding. And what you're actually saying is Cozy Shack original recipe chocolate pudding. And it's very dead monotonous. So go for it. Just blow the room out. Because especially when you're first starting, you're going to be self-conscious about it. And you're going to instinctively kind of pull back into it and second guess yourself. Do not do that. Go for it. Let them tell you to bring it down if you are. But just go for it. No fear. Do the thing. See, Circuit hates his voice. I love Circuit's voice. Oh my God. I shouldn't say that while he's here. Right, so moving on. We're getting back to this thing now. Well, practice. Mimic people. Go back and watch movies like Labyrinth and mimic them. Mimic David Bowie, because, I mean, if you're going to mimic somebody, go for broke. Go for a really good example. Focus. Don't look at what Circuit is typing. Right, so we're going to get back to this thing up here. Don't do that when Circuit's in the chat either. You would overcompensate and become overly excited. Good. Because we tend to second guess ourselves. And, I mean, this is something that I do a lot, is that if I'm working with George Ledoux, for example, very good friend of mine, who is if you ever played Mech Warrior and you did anything in the Solaris arena, where it's like the big gladiatorial arena where you get into mechs and just do kind of a free-for-all sort of thing, or Mech Warrior Online, and you heard one of the color commentators for the games, a guy named Duncan Fisher. That is George Ledoux, and I work with him a lot. And a lot of times when we get started on a project or whatever, and he's directing me, he'll be like, "Okay, that was good, but it's very flat, so amp it up a bit." And so I'll amp it up. He's like, "Okay, dial that back about 10%, and I think we're there." That's the director's job. Don't take their job away from them. Let them. Can we please focus, Trent? Focus on what you're supposed. I'll just let Circuit answer questions, and I'll go back to working on the script. Right. So, get my pillow back just in case I need it. I know it's not a requirement, but I need it. Getting the player's attention. All right, I think we can do this at pretty much normal volume. We'll see if it's pretty much normal volume. Getting the player's attention. A moment, please. A moment, please. A moment, please. A moment of your time. A moment of your time. A moment of your time. I'd like to speak with you. I'd like to speak with you. I'd like to speak with you. A moment. A moment. A moment. A moment, friend. A moment, friend. A moment, friend. The reason I kind of winced when I did that is I went, a moment, friend. You got to, in particular with things like Skyrim, you need to be as close to exactly what the lines say as possible, because they use pre-recorded, or predefined lip flap movements for the thing. So if you say, "I'd like to speak with you," and you draw it out too much, it won't match up with the lip flaps. So you got to be careful. Try to stay as close to exactly on script as possible. A moment, friend. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. I need assistance. I need assistance. I need assistance. I could use your help. I could use your help. I could use your help. Please, I need your assistance. Please, I need your assistance. Please, I need your assistance. A little help? A little help? A little help? Now we move to offering the player a job. I have a job for you. I have a job for you. I have a job for you. I've got a job that needs doing. I've got a job that needs doing. I've got a job that needs doing. There's this job. There's this job. There's this job. I have a task for you to complete. I have a task for you to complete. I have a task for you to complete. I need your aid. I need your aid. I need your aid. I need you to head to a certain location. Here, I'll mark it on your map. I need you to head to a certain location. Here, I'll mark it on your map. I need you to head to a certain location. Here, I'll mark it on your map. You're needed. There. Just let me mark it on your map. You're needed there. Just let me mark it on your map. You're needed there. Just let me mark it on your map. The job takes place right there on your map. The job takes place right there on your map. The job takes place right there on your map. Just head right there. Just head right there. Just head right there. I'll mark the location on your map. I'll mark the location on your map. I'll mark the location on your map. Do you know this place? On your map. There. Do you know this place? On your map? There. Do you know this place? On your map. There. Giving the player a note with information. Ooh. Ooh. Hang on. So I want to pause for a second so that I can show you guys, because this will give you an idea of what we're dealing with. Oh, you're at your parents this weekend. Oh. What was I looking at? Right, I was going to bring this back up. And transition to live. Morticia might like that. It's Sozin. Oh. Sozin. Oh. Such a delicious Susan. Right. So, focus. The thing I was going to show you. It's like, how far into this are we? Well, we are on line 67, and there are scrolling, 159. Well, some of those are, let's say, 150. Maybe 145, because there are separators like these lines here that don't actually have lines in them, so you can't go by just the thing with the stuff. Okay, where were we? Right, giving the player a note with information. Let me go back to Streamlabs and turn this crap off. Not turn it off, but just get it back to... No, you're not like that? Good. Well, not good, but, you know. It takes all kinds. To each their own, or anyone else's who is willing and eager and... Right. So, white. To continue on, giving the player, you're not actually giving it to the player. Well, you kind of are giving it to the, you're giving it to the player character. So, a note with information. And I think I'm down low enough that I don't have to worry about using the pillow for the thing anymore, because that just reflects heat right back in my face. Record the lines, Trent. Focus on. This is what it's like when Linton and I get together to start recording character dialogue and whatnot for like named characters like Dartakto and Dumrag and Doremus and whatnot. We get to a point where we're just joking back and forth, and we never get anything done. It always takes like 4 hours to do 20 minutes worth of work. But I love my job. So, as I've said now, I think this will be the 5th time, giving the player a note with information. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. This note will tell you all you need to know. This note will tell you all you need to know. This note will tell you all you need to know. This note has the details. This note has the details. This note has the details. That one felt sloppy. Read this. It has all the details. Read this. It has all the details. Read this. It has all the details. This note has all the information you'll need. This note has all the information you'll need. This note has all the information you'll need. Offering the player a reward. Ooh. Please, take this. It's the least I can do. There was a pop in there. Please, take this. It's the least I can do. Please, take this. It's the least I can do. Please take this. It's the least I can do. Your payment. Your payment. Your payment. Here's your reward. Here's your reward. Here's your reward. Please accept this reward. Please accept this reward. Please accept this reward. I suppose I owe you a reward. I suppose I owe you a reward. I suppose I owe you a reward. Generic response lines. These are always thrilling. Yes. 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 Yeah. 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 Sorry, that reminded me of Heath Ledger as the Joker. When Gamble says, "You think you can steal our money and just walk away?" And he's like, "Yeah." I love that scene so much. Sorry, focus. Focus. Where was I? Yeah. 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 Yep. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so. Actually, yes. Actually, yes. Actually, yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. No. 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 No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Actually, no. Actually, no. Actually, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Celebratory exclamations. Oh, goody. More yelling. It's not more yelling, per se. Let me see what's going on over. Yeah, no means no. That's right. How many times do I have to tell you no? Sovereign Elise, you know. Actually, Morticia, I hadn't noticed that you type slowly because most of the time I don't see the chat. Seeing you guys sing yes, yes, yes over and over again just reminds me of when Harry met Sally when she's having the salad or whatever that causes her orgasm at the table in the middle of the restaurant. If you don't know what I'm talking about, spoilers! It's a very funny film, especially the grape eating scene. It's awesome. Blah, 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 blah. You love that scene as well? Yeah, it's a great scene. Just nice suit. You ought to know you paid for it. Oh, and Gamble, the guy who played Gamble, that incredibly hot guy who played Gamble. Sorry, control yourself, Dren, a little bit, maybe. He also played Spawn in the Spawn movie. So he's been in DC and Marvel. Ooh, turncoat. Anyway. You are correct, Morticia. You guys knocking it out of the park with this stuff. Yes, that's the scene. That is the scene. I'll have what she's having. Another scene that makes you not want to imagine the word moist at the end of it. So anyway, light. So at this point, I can't see the chat. If I am illuminated, thus I cannot see the chat. So, screaming, not screaming, but shouting. So I'm going to turn the gain back down because I have to get loud. Pillow is getting dusty because it keeps bumping into the back of the chair. I should just dust my room more. No, don't commit suicide, my beloved pillow. And it bumped into a bunch of other dusty stuff on my up against the wall, so now it's even dustier still. Good damn it. Okay. So, let us resume. Resume. So let's see how loud this is going to be. Praise the divines! Yeah, that'll be fine. Praise the divines! Praise the divines! Defines? There's no F in that word. There's no F anywhere in that sentence. Praise the divines! Praise the divines. Yes. Yes, this is like that guy in that internet meme. You guys, you know the one, the dude in the meme on the internet, the one who's going, yes, yes, whoever that guy is. That's what this feels like. And a little bit of Homer Simpson coming up. Yes. Yes. Woohoo. Woohoo. Sure, my housemate is like, what the fuck is he doing? Woohoo! By the gods, yes! Are there gods? Do we say by the gods? Whatever. By the gods, yes! By the gods, yes! By the gods, yes! Excellent! 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 We did it! We did it! We did it! I did it! Just me, not you. You had nothing to do with this. I did it! I did it! There again is that, I did it. Try not to do that. You did it! You did it! You did it! Old habits die hard, I guess. Scroll. Elder scroll. Scroll. Success. 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 When you start getting TMJ, when you hit like your late 40s and stuff, and your jaw starts grinding away like sandpaper inside your mouth, you're going to love these kinds of days. Victory! 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 exclamations in response to negative events. Oh, divines, no! Oh, divines, no! Divines, no! No. No. And that means no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. When we're done here, I want you guys to go look up A Monologue for Three. When we're done here, I want you guys to go look up A Monologue for Three on YouTube. And then you will know what I mean why I start laughing when I say, oh no! It's very funny. And it's amazing. So just anyway. Right. Exclamations in response to negative events. Blah, blah, blah. By the gods, no! Oh, by the gods, no! By the gods, no! Timmy's stuck in a well. What's that, Lassie? Responding to failure is what this section is called. We failed. Might want to bring up the gain just a bit on this because it's very quiet. We failed. We failed. Oh, we failed. I failed. I failed. I failed. You failed. You failed. You failed. Now it gets loud again. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. What a disaster. What a disaster. What a disaster. Surprised exclamations. Elder Scroll, Elder Scroll, Elder Scroll. By the gods! By the gods! By the gods! By the divines! By the divines! By the divines! Han Solo said this. What the? And when Han Solo said that, something you need to remember about the time, 1977, back in the ancient days of videography. One of the things about like old westerns and stuff, if you go back and you watch them, the good guys never swore. They never even really started to swear. So something like what the, if you knew that he was going to say hell, heroes in old-timey westerns wouldn't even go that far. I mean, at best, they might say, dang it, and that, sort of thing. But, so for a hero to even come close to cursing was just, oh my God, nobody does that. Anyway, back to the thing. Where were we? Right. Oh, we were at what the, yeah. I think I did all those. If I didn't, we'll go back and get them later. So, turn this back down again. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get her. Get her. Get her. These are called mood barks. Rawr, 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 rawr. I'm going to pause this. Pause this recording just so that I can remember to stay hydrated. You feel? Exactly. You got a bad feeling about this. Oh, jeez, to dive. Oh. Right. Okay. Mood barks. Oh, no. Excuse me. I'm fine. I can do the rest of the recording like this. Everything will be okay. It was, we're an hour in, and I'm not even a third of the way through this. This is great. Because remember, in like 2 hours, they're going to start firing up the lawn care equipment. So at some point, I got to get a move on. I'm not quite sure what I stopped or paused. It was mood barks was what I was talking about. A lot of times you'll hear about combat barks and mood barks and whatnot. Those are just very short, declarative, they're barks, very short, bursts of sound. Combat barks and death sounds. Those tend to be the things that screw up voice actors for a day or so, or an afternoon, and why we have things like throat coat tea sitting off on the side, which this is not. It is also not bourbon. It is not scotch. There's no alcohol in here. There is, however, alcohol in here, but that's 70% isopropyl rugbing alcohol, and you don't want to drink that. This is just Tetley's British Blend, which some people, the caffeine will start to really kind of wear on the vocal cords, so you don't want to drink caffeinated teas. That's why you drink something like lemon tea or throat coat, Gollum juice. How was it that he did that one? Yeah, that thing. Okay. Barks. Light. And so we shall continue with mood barks. Meow, baby. That's not a bark. Do you like it rough? There we go. That's a bark. No. And back to it. Light a fire under your tail, Tran. For that, we just drink hot sauce. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe it. It actually says gasp in parentheses there. Wait, if it's parenthetical, do I not have to say it? No, that's not true. Well done. Well done. Well done. As Mary Poppins said, well begun is half done. Oh, damn it all. Damn it all. Damn it all. And that's all the combat, or the mood barks. Responses to intimidation. Blue lines are spoken by characters who are not intimidated. Yellow lines are spoken by characters who have been intimidated. Important stage direction. So, somebody tries to intimidate you and it doesn't work, then you respond with the blue line. If somebody tries to intimidate you and it does work, you respond with the yellow line. Here we go. You think you scare me? You think you scare me? You think you scare me? Pfft, I'm not afraid of you. Pfft, I'm not afraid of you. Pfft, I'm not afraid of you. Nice try, but no. Nice try, but no. Nice try, but no. All right. No need to get violent. All right. No need to get violent. All right. No need to get violent. Please, no. Fine. Please, no. Fine. Please, no. Fine. Responses to illusion spells are being charmed. Note that successful responses are in yellow. In other words, you've been charmed. And unsuccessful responses, no, you haven't been charmed, are in blue. Yes, very well. Yes, very well. Yes. Very well. Yes. Understood. Yes. Understood. Yes. Understood. Did you just try to bewitch me? Seems like you failed. Did you just try to bewitch me? Seems like you failed. Wait, did you just try to bewitch me? Seems like you failed. My will is stronger than your spells. My will is stronger than your spells. My will is stronger than your spells. Betch. I gotta make sure I cut that one out. Responses to being persuaded. Blue lines are spoken by characters who are not convinced. Yellow lines for the characters who have been convinced. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. All right. All right. Car driving by. Very well. Very well. Very well. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. It'll take more than that to convince me. It'll take more than that to convince me. It'll take more than that to convince me. Exclaimed callouts. Yay. Let me turn this back down and grab my pillow. It's pillow biting time if I had a mouth on the back of my head. Which then I guess I'd be a dolphin. No, that's not a mouth. It's a blowhole. Don't ever try to pour liquids down the blowhole of a marine mammal. That is not where they consume foods or liquids from. You will kill them. Don't do that. And if you kill them, I will come after you, and you won't like the anyway. Focus, Tren. We're almost at the end of this thing. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look over there. Look over there. Oh, look over there. Look over there, Davey. Oh, sorry, that's Davey and Goliath. Look. 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 There. 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 Right there. You guys. Okay. Stop. Oh, that's one file down. Yay. So now, where's the thing? Did I leave the generic lines up there that whole time again? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Never mind. Sorry. I keep forgetting that it's got the whole file selected. So, in fact, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to turn on my fan not because there's a movie, but I'm turning on my fan because, and then parallel thought, there's a movie called K9 with Jim Belushi and a dog named Jerry Lee. He's a German Shepherd. It's basically about this cop who his captain's like, you're gonna need a partner. It's a buddy cop movie, but one of the cops happens to be a dog. Anyway, there's this scene where Dooley, that's Jim Belushi's character, is talking to Jerry Lee. That's kind of one of their bonding moments. And he's telling Jerry Lee about the time that he met his fiancée, his girlfriend, his wife. I don't remember if they're married or not. I don't think they are. I think it's a fiancée. And so he's telling him about when they met. And he mentions that, he said, I'm sweating like a whore in church. And I'm like, ugh. Voice acted by text to speech. Oh no, that would just be bad. Especially since sometimes I think they got Frank Welker to do some of Jerry Lee's lines, like whenever he goes, uh-uh. I mean, dogs don't usually do that. They don't usually say uh-oh, so they got a human to do the voice line. But, yeah, it's a good flick. It's a good buddy cop movie. Much better than, I mean, nothing against Tom Hanks, but Turner and Hooch was, though there was that, you've got this drool problem with this, oh man. Anyway, we're going to save this file. You guys won't be able to see this part because you can't see the sub windows that come up on the thing. But I'm going to save as generic underscore male even toned in the Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil folder. And there it goes. Saving. Done. Yay. All right. Now, since that has been saved, I'm going to select the whole file and say delete. Oh my God, no. It's okay. As long as I don't save it at this point, everything's fine. But I'm going to save as a different file name instead of what should have said MaleEvenToned, and I mistyped and it said NaleEvenToned. But this is going to be MaleKhajiitMercurial. Mercurial, right? Yes. Okay, KhajiitMercurial. Now, I can't overwrite the other file, so everything's fine. Everything's cool. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't freak out. It's all gone. Oh my God. We have to start all over again. I would not do that on stream. I would just record this one, and then I would go back and watch another. Not watch. I would go back and record a different one. Oh, thank you, my beloved fan. Thank you. Not you guys. My fan that's over there. I was about to grab my camera and point it over that way to show you the fan, but there's adult stuff over there, so no. Right. Okay. Where is if you have coin? Actually, I don't think any of my characters have ever said that. I mean, for one, that was already recorded in the original Beyond Skyrim stuff, but I don't think we had any of our Khajiit and Bruma say that either. I know Dartocto definitely didn't. And there was that other Khajiit that I voiced. The thing about Dartocto is that he has a bit of a grooming problem, which is why occasionally he sounds like he has a hairball. Because if you're the only person who has to do every male voice in a game, like all the guards in Oblivion, it can sometimes be difficult to. Now, in that case, to be fair, they just applied the same guard voice set to all the guards. But if you've got that kind of a situation, you need to make them distinct. It's like, okay, well, this Khajiit and this Khajiit need to sound different. But if it's just a random bandit, it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, it's so that thing that I said. I need to record room tone again, which means I need to get my. I've been sitting here talking with the gain all the way down again, and you guys didn't say anything. Probably because you couldn't hear me. So it doesn't really make much sense, but anyway. So now what we have to do, light, is we have to start at the top again, all the way from the top. And this time we do them as Khajiit. We do them as Khajiit. And we hope that we don't screw anything up in the process. And then the last time through will be the orcs, because I don't want to do all the lines like this and then have to go back and do all the. This is much easier on the vocal cords. So, what's going on over here on this thing? Blah, blah, blah. I just had to make sure that Discord was not blowing up on me. It is not blowing up on me. Okay, good. Minimize that out of the way. And, right. Now I have to turn off the fan. I don't even like coffee. that. That is from a Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode where they did the movie Pod People, and one of the ladies who gets killed, because there are a lot of them, all of them, I think, maybe. In the film, there's a scene where she's like running through the woods. I think it's hard to remember, but I think Tom Servo is like, I don't even like coffee, and it's not as funny when I do it, but in context, if you're watching the film, some people would say film, some people would say travesty, whatever. It's just so funny. Love that thing. Right. Sod. Oh my God. Yeah, orc voices. Oh God. Yeah. Hot. No, I'm not recording any of these lines as Weller Pale. For those of you who don't know who Weller Pale is the character that I play in D&D with Sod, who's right there. Sod _ excuse me, I always leave the underscore off. He's a human metaphysician, so everything he does is psychic. But anyway, can I borrow your bottle? No, you may not. Well, you can, but you can't open it. You know, nothing goes in or out of the bottle unless Weller wants it to. So yeah, sure. You're welcome to borrow the bottle. You can beat the crap out of a dragon with it if you want to, because it's completely unbreakable as long as Weller's alive. Ooh. Anyway, probably shouldn't have told you that. Right. So I play D&D with Sod _ there, and actually our next game is this evening over on Arvan Elrond's channel, which I'm sure Sod will probably link at some point because I'm supposed to be recording right now. So here we go, as the Khajiit. First, room tone. So everybody be quiet. Okay, 15 seconds of room. You don't have to do 15 seconds. I just like to do 10 to 15 seconds. Just it's me. MaleKhajiitMercurial. Thank you for your assistance, friend. Thank you for your assistance, friend. Thank you for your assistance, friend. I was about to say thrice honored friend, or honored friend, but no. Thank you for your assistance, friend. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know if you're honored friend or not. He probably wouldn't say I, but I'll do a Khajiit who does say I and a Khajiit who doesn't say I, just in case. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. I mean, I could, but then we would get in trouble with the law. Because, they do not like us doing things like that in public. Maybe I'll cut that part out. I can't thank you enough. This one cannot thank you enough. This one cannot thank you enough. This one can't thank you enough. See, I didn't use contractions in one of those. That's not good. You have to use a contraction because that's what's in the script. This one can't thank you enough. This one can't thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My thanks. My thanks. Took you long enough. Took you long enough. Took you long enough. You have my thanks. You have my thanks. You have this one's thanks. You have this one's thanks. Thanks. Tanks and infantry and occasionally some air cavalry, but mostly tanks. Thanks. Thanks. This one is lucky you came along. 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 Thank you for rescuing me. Thank you for rescuing me. Thank you for rescuing this one. Thank you for rescuing this one. Thanks for the rescue. Thanks for the rescue. Thanks for the rescue. Am I glad you came along? Am I glad you came along? Is this one glad you came along? Is this one glad you came along? A little longer and I don't know what would have happened. Thank you. A little longer and I don't know what would have happened. Thank you. A little longer and this one does not know what would happen. A little longer and this one doesn't know. Don't. It does now that this one is sufficiently different that the lip flaps are not going to match up. A little longer and this one doesn't know what would have happened. Thank you. A little longer and this one doesn't know what would have happened. Thank you. I could have gotten away myself, but thanks for the assist. I could have gotten away myself, but thanks for the assist. This one could have gotten away myself, but thanks for the assist. This one could have gotten away himself, but thanks for the assist. This one could have gotten away himself, but thanks for the assist. Is it over? Divines, thank you. Is it over? Divines, thank you. Is it over? Divines, thank you. Ooh, some of those are getting close to... Getting pretty close to blowing out the thing. Are race neutral. Thank you. Now that I finally see this. Well, it's a good thing I've been doing both then. Okay, good. Thank you, Linton. Thank you, Circuit. Okay. Yeah, the link worked. Sod, just never mind. There, you just put the thing in the thing with the doohickey. Alpha Rats, hey. I probably could have gotten away with that, maybe, but as Circuit said that Linton said above that these lines are meant to be race neutral. So, light. It's like the mage light spell. Oh. Okay. So, desperately calling for help. Goody. Now we get to... Excuse me. I got the burps. It's all of that chocolate pudding I had earlier. Again, I didn't eat that today. I ate it all last night. Look, it comes in a single serving packet. I'm going to eat it in a single serving. Oh, this is why I'm fat. That's not why I'm fat. I'm fat. My problem is not my intake. My problem is my output. And I don't mean pooping. What I mean is the fact that I spend so much time sitting in this chair. If I would get up and go for a walk every year, I probably wouldn't be fat. Fat. Fit. F-H-E-T. I'll bring the gain way down so that you guys will barely be able to hear me, but that's okay because the audition, the Adobe will. All right, desperately calling for help. As Khajiit. I mentioned earlier that D'Artagnan kind of potentially has a hairball. So normal Khajiit would be, help, help, whereas D'Artagnan would be, help, help. That's why if you play Bruma, he says, perhaps he'd even pay you. And then he starts laughing and coughing. It's because of a hairball. Anyway, little backstage humor, whatever. Trivia. There we go. Right. Blathering again instead of recording like I'm supposed to be. Help! 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 I think I'll only do 2 each for these. I need assistance. I need assistance. This one needs assistance. This one needs assistance. He said we're going to do those later. Don't do that. Okay. Please, someone help me. Help me. Again, there's the hairball. Please, someone help me. Disney's The Black Hole, where Dr. Hans Reinhardt is like, Maximilian, help me. Please, someone help me. Help. 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 This one is being stabbed in the poop chute. I will delete that. I will delete that. This one is trapped in his litter box. That one I'll leave it. Less desperately requesting help. A little help here. A little help here. A little help here. I could use your help. I could use your help. I could use your help. Asking about the progress of a task or job. Thing, quest, doohickey. How are things progressing? How are things progressing? That's way too quiet. Way too quiet. Let's get the gain back up. We start again. In fact, I will start again previously with the less desperate help request. A little help here. A little help here. A little help here. I could use your help. I could use your help. I could use your help. Now the other thing. How are things progressing? How are things progressing? How are things progressing? N'est-ce pas? Huh? Charlie, Charlie. Charlie, Charlie, also from Disney's The Black Hole. But also Dr. Hans Reinhardt delivering that line. Made any progress? Made any progress? Made any progress? Any luck? Any luck? Because Khajiit need luck. Many much luck. Another thing that you guys may or may not know about Mr. Complete the Circuit over there is, well, I told you that he also does Khajiit stuff as well. And he is probably much farther along in being able to speak in the Khajiit language, Tiagra, than I am. We did a test reading one time, the two of us, me and him, having a conversation back and forth. And it's like me listening to people speak a language I don't speak, which actually that's exactly what it is, because he is just blindingly fast in his recitation of his lines, whereas I was basically playing a Katherat, one of the big, huge Khajiit. So he was speaking much deeper, much slower, and he may not be as smart as the guy that Circuit was voicing. Anyway, whatever. The whole conversation is in the Khajiit language, and it's pretty fun. It was a lot of fun to do, and it sounds amazing. Right, where was I? I was just finishing Any Luck. How's the job going? How's the job going? How's the job going? How's the job going? Anything to report? Anything to report? Done yet? Done yet? I have other things that we could be doing right now. We could be chasing feathers, a light on the wind. We could be plucking the wings, flings. We could be plucking the wings of butterflies and using them for alchemical. My improv game is not good today. That's probably because I should be focusing and doing my job. Progress report. Progress report. You're back. Is it done? You're back. Is it done? Getting the player's attention. A moment, please. A moment, please. A moment, please. A moment of your time. A moment of your time. A moment of your time. I'd like to speak with you. I'd like to speak with you. I'd like to speak with you. Neener, neener, you stupid human-faced person. A moment. A moment. A moment. A moment, friend. A moment, friend. A moment, friend. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. I need assistance. I need assistance. I need assistance. I could use your help. I could use your help. I could use your help. Hello? Would you please come and help this one? This one is having trouble getting his pants on. Please, I need your assistance. Please, I need your assistance. Please, I need your assistance. A little help? Hello, stupid face? I need a little help? Hello? A little help? Monsieur? Senor? Dude? Mang? A little help? I can't hold this boulder forever. Offering the player a job. I am Job. Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire. I am Job. I have a job for you. I have a job for you. I have a job for you. I have a job that needs doing. I have a job that needs doing. As D'Artagnan said, but I'm feeling particularly lazy today. I've got a job that needs doing. I should probably read the line properly, too. I've got a job that needs doing. There's this job. There's this job. There's this job. You know, you might want to do it, I don't know. I have a task for you to complete. I have a task for you to complete. I have a task for you to complete. I need your aid. I need your aid. I need your aid. That is pretty much the ins and outs, the totality of it. I need your aid. I need you to head to a certain location. Here, I'll mark it on your map. I need you to head to a certain location. Here, I'll mark it on your map. I need you to head to a certain location. Here, I'll mark it on your map. In Bruma. It may not be Bruma. Linton just likes the way I say Bruma. Bruma. The job takes place right here on your map. The actual job takes place on your map. You don't have to go anywhere. You are holding the job place right there on your map. The job takes place right here on your map. Just ahead. That's not what it says. Just head. Not a fur ball. Just head right there. Just head right there. just head right there. I'll mark the location on your map. I'll mark the location on your map. I'll mark the location on your map, and you will enjoy. Everyone loves being marked by Khajiit. Khajiit? Khajiit? Maybe his name is Khajiit. Khajiit the Khajiit. That wouldn't get confusing at all. Do you know this place? On your map, here. Doesn't say here, it says there. Do you know this place? On your map, there. Do you know this place? On your map, there. Giving the player a note with information. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. Here, take this. Fuck. Every one of those was wrong. It'll tell you all you need to know, not give you all. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. This note has the details. This note has the details. No, not that tail, this tail. They're not detailed. This note has all the details. Read this. It has all the details. Read this. It has all the details. This note has all the information you'll need. This note has all the information you'll need. This note has all the information you'll need. And all the information this one feels like giving you. So there. Meh. We will pause for a moment. Okay. Making you want to play Skyrim. Roll. Cutting out all the parts of me messing around. I will do that, actually. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of the individual lines and break them into individual files. So, if nothing else, I will go through and I will delete all the parts where I'm yammering. So, a lot of the stuff, it'll still be in the YouTube video when I upload it to YouTube, but it won't be in the file that I send to them. The yammering, well, the yammering is here for you guys. It's not for the folks at Beyond Skyrim. It's just for you guys, because you guys are the ones I really care about. Right. So, Cyrodiil, actually, yes, the original Khajiit accent was kind of a mixture of French, Spanish, and Russian. I don't put a lot of the Russian into it. You've been talking about your pants all wrong. Yes. Oh, you haven't been talking about my pants all wrong. You've been talking about pants all wrong. Yes. Oh, thank you, Golf. Moroccan is good for me as well. I just love the way it sounds. But I have to wonder. Surely the quadrupedal Khajiit, they have the rough tongues. I just wonder if the regular bipedal Khajiit do as well. Because it's like Han Solo. He said that Wookiees were really good kissers. And so you have to wonder about the Khajiit. And for those of you who don't believe me, go back and watch The Empire Strikes Back. When Princess Leia says, "I just as soon kiss a Wookiee," if you listen to him as he's walking off, Han Solo says, "I can arrange that. You could use a good kiss." So he's been kissing Wookiees. And aside from Chewie's tribe, when they first met back in the Solo story, and the Star Wars Christmas special. Who wouldn't? I sure as hell would. Hell yeah. Chewbacca was one of my first crushes. Big time. Go wash my mouth. Yeah, I know. So Chewbacca, one of my big first huge crushes, not just because Peter Mayhew was so tall, but that too. But because I mean, I like guys that like a lot of like in the furry fandom for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's not just in the furry fandom, but it's just like if I'm looking at like gay guys who are like posing as models and whatever, they shave off most, like if not all, of their body. But I'm like, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? This looks awful. And like, it makes it look bigger. I'm like, I don't care. Stop it. Just have some goddamn fur on you, please. So Chewbacca, Cookie Monster, two of my first big, huge crushes, and Barkley from Sesame Street, the big floppy dog. Yeah. Anyway, and the Gartham. I mean, that was like in the 80s. The Gartham from Dark Crystal, the big crab guys who don't have a lot of fur. They have a little bit. If you look on their legs, they're kind of hairy little legs. But yeah, the thing I like about the Gartham isn't so much like a I'd love to get with those. I just think they're really damn cool because when they're sent out to find something like, say, a gelfling, and they go out and they spot them. When they do it, they kind of do this. When they lock on, you hear this crystalline ring as their eyes lock. It's very cool. I love that, and I am really looking forward to the Dark Crystal TV show that's coming up, I think, on Netflix. I'm so looking forward to that. It's going to be amazing. Tren, focus. I don't know if it is a new movie. It might be. No, these are not poppers. This is an essential, not an essential oil, but it's a mixture of essential oils. You won't be able to read it on this tiny bit of thing. It's called Samhain. It's like a cologne, but it's an oil-based thing, and it's got a mixture of patchouli and lavender oil, and it just smells really nice. And it's very calming because I'm trying to shut up and focus on what I'm doing. Trying to shut up and talk. Yes, the Dark Crystal, the next one that's coming up is a prequel. It's from early. There was a time where they were, and I think it may be in the comics, there was a time after the Dark Crystal where something sort of like a gelfling from kind of the core of Thra, which is the name of the world, came climbing up because their sun, the core of the world, was basically dying, and they needed a piece of the crystal to reignite it. But that was from the comics. They were going to make it into a movie, but ultimately they didn't. Anyway, that has nothing to do with Beyond Skyrim. So let's focus on this thing that we're supposed to be doing. This is what Khajiit sound like, right? Country Khajiit. They all sound like this. All right. Mage Light. We are on, no, we already did the notes. We are offering the player a reward. As Khajiit. Please, take this. It's the least I can do. Please take this. It's the least I can do. And I mean that. It is the least. You're not getting any more out of me than that. Please, take this. It's the least I can do. Your payment. Your payment. In Broom. Your payment. Here's your reward. Here's your reward. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Here's your reward. Please accept this award. Please accept this award. It's not an award. I'd like to thank the Academy. This one would love to thank the Academy. Please accept this reward. Please accept this reward. I suppose I owe you a reward. I suppose I owe you a reward. You did do some of the work back there. I suppose I owe you a reward. Here, have a septum. have a severe case of sepsis. What? That's not a currency where you come from? Generic response lines. Yes. Yes. Starting to get spit, pop, crackly. Yes. 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 Yeah. You think you could steal from us and walk away? Yeah. I love that. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so. Actually, yes. Actually, yes. Actually, yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Please do that thing with your tongue that I like so much. I mean, grooming. What are you doing? Okay, well, please do it a little more. Ooh. No. 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 No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Actually, no. Actually, no. Actually, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. This one does not crave sugar. But sometimes one does crave sugar. Celebratory exclamations, which means turn the gain down again. Burpee. Burpee is actually a brand of seeds, just in case anybody needed to know that. Praise the divines. Praise the divines. Praise the divines. I think I may have turned that down too far. Let's try that again. Praise the divines. Praise the divines. Praise the divines. Yes. 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 Woohoo! Woo-hoo. Yes, as you sometimes say, woo to the who. Woohoo! By the gods, yes. By the gods, yes. I would love to go for what's behind door number 2. By the gods, yes. Excuse me. Excellent. Excellent. We did it. We did it. I did it. I did it. You did it. You did it. Success. Success. Victory. Victory. Exclamations in response to negative events. Dun dun dun. Divines, no. Divines, no. Ooh. Wow. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. By the gods, no. By the gods, no. Responding to failure. See, that reminds me of Mass Effect. Derisive rebuke. This is the jellyfish-looking guys. Oh, we failed. We failed. I failed. I failed. You failed. You failed. What a mess. Oh, what a mess. What a disaster. What a disaster. Surprised exclamations. Ouch. But I poop from there. By the gods. By the gods. By the gods. Look at that thing. It's indescribable. By the divines. By the divines. What the? What the? Oh. Get him. Get him. Get her. Get her. Mood barks. Can Khajiit do mood barks? Are we allowed to do mood barks? Ruff, ruff. Rah, rah. Awoo, awoo. Ooh, what's this? I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Ha! 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 Well done. Well done. Damn it all. Ah, damn it all. I am starting to wonder, as I look at my microphone as though it's the camera, I am starting to wonder if I'm going to be able to do the orc stuff, because I'm starting to feel a little bit of itchiness right there. And it's very warm in this room. No, this one is not that kind of Khajiit, but could be for the right coin. Can you watch my stream if you're Russian? Absolutely. And when I say absolutely, I mean Privyat. Yes, by all means, please come in. Sorry, I'm not actually watching chat because I've got the script up over on this monitor normally. So I've got Adobe Audition, which you guys are seeing here, and I've got the script up on this. So I didn't see you asking if you could watch the thing in Russian. By all means, please. Please. I have a great many friends who are Russian. And I love them all dearly. One of whom is a tiger. Anyway, you'll help me do the orc? Okay. It'll just be... Very good, Kulf. Yes, Tyser. Very good friend of mine. Love Tyser a lot. And he's an incredibly physically fit individual. One does not get on the Greatest Ninja Warrior. Is that what it was? The show? Just absolutely incredible gymnast. He's really, really good. I mean, I have a lot of other tiger friends. They're just not Russian. But yes, Tyser is a fantastic, fantastic Russian tiger. And cute as a button. There's an odd phrase. I mean, I presume buttons are cute because they're small and they're shiny and whatever. Tigers are generally not small and tiny. Unless they're enamel pins of tigers. Okay, so let me see if there's... Deep South Khajiit. Oh, The Landman. That is such a great film. I miss Heath Ledger so much. Oh, my God. Just... Right. So, finish catching up on the chat. Hermes Mora. Yeah, you just got to get insanely stoned Yeah, sure. Then you can do Hermaeus Mora. Hermaeus Mora mixed with Mr. Shadow from The Fifth Element, who's like, am I disturbing you? Um, and then he starts pooping on everybody's head. It starts running down there. Whatever. I'm sure that wasn't poop, but whatever. That's what I always think of it as. I think of it that way because of Isabella Rossellini, amazing actress. She did a series of educational videos with a group that does or basically origami puppetry. They make like gigantic origami puppets. And they did an educational series for the Sundance Channel called Green Porno. And they talk about different kinds of insects and worms and snails and slugs and stuff, and kind of neat informational stuff about it. But they do it through, puppeteering and whatnot. But it's a lot of times it's about the mating habits of different animals, like snails. And in the very beginning of the video, she's like, I twist my body inside my shell. My foot would wind up on the bottom, and my anus would wind up on top of my head. And then it immediately clink, poops down the side. She's like, unfortunately. They're on YouTube. Just look up Green Porno, and you may have to add Isabella Rossellini to keep it from bringing in some weird stuff. But they are incredibly cool, and people will look at you with absolute amazement if you start quoting those things, because you have such amazing knowledge of how worms have sex. And snails. So, what is this thing over here? Oh, I don't care. Twitch is like, hey, there's this new loot. I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. I should not be checking my email while I'm doing this either. Okay, there's the Twitch thing, the stream. Right, I want Adobe Audition, thank you. And I want the new generic lines here. The line must be drawn here, this far, no further. Okay, so back to the intimidation lines, but this time as Khajiit. Remember, the blue, in this case, are if the intimidation does not succeed, and the yellow is if it does. That gets reversed on the next one, where the success is in yellow and the failure is in blue. Whatever. No, it's not. It's the same. It's just that they're... Never mind. Moving on. Am I actually recording at the moment? No, I'm not. Okay. Dink. Now I'm recording. Now we can continue. Responses to intimidation. You think you scare me? You think you scare me? You think you scare me? Psst. It's very difficult for a Khajiit to do that, I imagine. But there's a Tom and Jerry thing where he does that. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. And you need to be very careful. You see those are clipping. They're hitting the tops and bottoms of the thing. It's probably the plosives because I'm blowing right on the thing. Let's try that a little bit off axis. See, if you're on axis when you're doing this, but if you need to back off a little bit, you can turn to the side and it loses some of its volume. And if you go power, it doesn't hit the thing. It's still loud, but you don't wind up with power. So, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. Those will work. Nice try, but no. Nice try, but no. Nice try, but no. All right. No need to get violent. All right. No need to get violent. All right. No need to get violent. God, why don't you take some Thorazine and calm down? Here, eat this mushroom. It will help. Did it taste good? Excellent. Good, because it's highly toxic. Why don't you lay down and have a little nap for the rest of your life? Please, no. Fine. Please, no. Fine. Please, no. Fine. And responses to illusion spells are being charmed. Ooh. Yes. Very well. Yes. Very well. Yes. Very well. There was a pop in there. Yes. Very well. Yes. Understood. Yes. Understood. Yes. Understood. I will do as you ask. This one time. But only the pinky. If you guys haven't watched The Boys on Netflix, man. Anyway. Did you just try to bewitch me? Seems like you failed. Did you just try to bewitch me? It seems like you failed. Did you just try to bewitch me? It seems like you failed. My will is stronger than your spells. My will is stronger than your spells. My will is stronger than your spells. Responses to being persuaded. Again, Beverly Hills Cop 2 or 3. Whichever one Bronson Pinchot was in as Serge. But well, this is the floor model. People have been looking at it, touching it, coughing on it. I love that character. Do you do colonics? No, I have to tell you, they take a hose and they put it up inside you and out comes like a candy bar from when you were 5. Okay. Persuasion. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. All right. All right. Very well. Very well. Very well. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. It'll take more than that to convince me. It'll take more than that to convince me. It'll take more than that to convince me. Exclaimed callouts. We're almost done. Again. Come here, pillow. I love you, pillow. Okay. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look over there. Look over there. Look over there. Look. Look. Oh my God, by Joan and Jode. Look. There. What, you can't find it? What is it, Lassie? Where is it? There. There. Boop. Ugh. Okay. Fan on. Why am I... All right. Save. Now my F drive has to wake up so that it can start the saving process. Sorry, I start reading the chat and laughing, but you have no idea which line I'm looking at. No, it was Chenanin? Is that the name? Chenanin? Or you said, okay, Picard. I really hope that Guinan gets to make an appearance in the new series, because there's no reason she wouldn't be there, or that she wouldn't still be alive. Save to F. Yeah, exactly that. Okay, so this thing that we've all done, and well, not all of us have done it. I've done it, and we've all hopefully loved. Boop, gone. Ah. Save as. This one. Guttural. MaleGuttural.
Which is the orc stuff.
You can't hear a word I'm saying because I had the gain turned down because I was yelling, "Look!" over and over again. So now you should be able to hear me better. Right. And thank you for reminding me to turn it up because I completely forgot. So what I was saying was that thing that we made and loved is gone. Poof. Because I deleted everything in the file. But I had already saved it, so it's fine. So now I've saved as the MaleGuttural file. So it's a brand new file, nice and empty and everything. And we are ready to do the third and final run through the lines. Mage light. And so we come all the way back up here to the top. And this is going to rip my voice apart. So if this evening, when I'm playing D&D, when we're live streaming our D&D campaign over on Arvin Elrond's channel, if my voice is shredded to the point that I cannot do my character Wellapeo's voice, which I may not be able to do, this is why. This is going to be the reason why. Sorry, it wasn't loot. The notification that I was seeing on Twitch, which you guys didn't know that I was seeing on Twitch. I achieved the achievement, talk a little. Ooh. I'm a voice actor. That's all I do, is talk a little, or a lot, or something. Okay, so Adobe Audition is there. Streamlabs over here. Whose? Link it? Yes, I can do that. Sure. In fact, it's up here. You scroll back in chat and find it. Copy. I would like to copy this. Copy. There. No, that's not it. I'm stupid. That is not it. Do not. I mean, that's ours page, his web page. That's not his Twitch thing. My brain, she's no working. What I want is twitch.com/ArvinElrond. That should be it. I'll check it and make sure. Yes, that is the channel. So that is where we will be live streaming D&D from this evening. There. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Wicked. Bitchin'. Whatever. Rad. Those were other terms we used to use back in the 80s. Okay. But if you go to his webpage, arvinelrond.com, you'll see a calendar. And if you open up that calendar, it'll tell you when we're streaming. I believe it's going to be 4 p.m. Pacific time. So about 9 hours from now, I think. But yeah, and we're playing the Curse of Strahd. So we're dealing with some stupid vampire bastards because they suck. I'm a regular there. Yes, for D&D. Yeah. D&D on Saturdays, like we're every other Saturday. We try to do first and third Saturdays of the month for the thing. It never seems to work out, but we try to do that. But then on Tuesdays, like every other Tuesday, we do Adventures in Middle Earth, which is D&D, but it's in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings universe. And the Adventures in Middle Earth takes place between the events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. That's in that 50-year period. It's very, very cool. Oh, yeah, Ravenloft. Very, very cool. I mean, it's very cool. Any edition of it is, well, maybe not. The Hackmaster version of it would be merciless. Ooh, that would just be awful. But then Hackmaster's like that. Anyway, blah, focus. We've got 50 minutes, roughly, to finish this, and I think we can actually do it. If I can actually record and not... I could probably do it in 20 minutes. Mage light! Now I have to turn off the fan. I don't even like coffee. Another scene in Pod People from Mystery Science Theater 3000. One of the ladies gets out of the shower and she's going to the mirror, and it is, of course, covered with fog because she just got out of the shower. And as she, right before she takes her towel and starts wiping the condensation off the mirror, I think it's Crow who says, "Say, I look just like fog." And I almost shit myself laughing. It was just hysterical. The only time I got any closer to actually pool pants was another Mystery Science Theater. It was during the movie The Corpse Vanishes with Bela Lugosi. And basically his character is like this mad scientist dude, like Bela Lugosi would ever play a mad scientist, who goes out. No, it might be... The corpse, yeah, I think it is The Corpse Vanishes. These brides are dying on their either their wedding night or the evening of their honeymoon. I think it's their wedding night, but their corpses just disappear. And basically, I'm going to spoil this for you. The movie's been out for like 90 years, so deal with it. Bela Lugosi's character goes and kidnaps them. He uses some bizarre alchemical mixture that makes them appear dead, but they're not. And so he goes and gets the body, and he steals them, takes them back to his lab, where he uses a hypodermic needle to extract something from like the back of their skull. And then he injects it into his wife to keep her looking young. And the scene where you first see this happen, you see him, withdraw whatever this substance is. He goes over to his wife. He kind of leans her over, and he's bringing the needle down to the back of her neck. And Crow, I might be able to get through this line without cracking up. Crow says, "Okay, you may feel a little sting." And then there is this blood-curdling scream. And it's like, this is way up in there in the Scream Queens Championship Hall of Fame. And he says, "Okay, maybe a big sting." And there was a point where I met Trace Ballou, who did the voice of Crow originally. And he was at a furry convention that we have in Orlando called Paw Pet Megaplex. And he was the guest of honor, and I happened to be down there. And there was a point where he was sitting in a chair, kind of in some antechamber off the main lobby, and he just had this huge semicircle of people sitting around him on the floor, just talking to him. And he said, "Look, you guys get to hear my stories all the time. Why don't you guys tell me one of your stories?" And so nobody really piped up, and I was like, "I've got one." And he's like, "Okay, go ahead." And so I told him that story. I said, "So I keep thinking that I should just send you the laundry bill for having shit my pants laughing so hard." And he cracked up. He stood up and he reached out and he shook my hand. And I was like, "Okay, my work here is done." And somebody else started telling a story, and so he focused his attention on them. And I just very calmly kind of slid off down the hallway and was like, And, I just waited until I was out of his line of sight before I freaked out and got all Twitter-pated. Okay, so yes, Chewbacca, Cookie Monster, Barkley the dog, and Crow T Robot. Yes, I have a crush on Crow, and I would drink his hydraulic fluid. So let's finish this thing, shall we? Room tone. Oh no. I think that might have been a tailgate closing outside, which probably mean that any second now, lawn care equipment is going to start up. We may have to cut this short. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how far we can get. This is going to be so rough on my vocal cords, but it's okay. I can do it. I can do it. Well, then do it, Trent.
Thank you for your assistance, friend. Thank you for your assistance, friend.
Bring the gain down on that a bit.
I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My thanks. My thanks. Took you long enough. Took you long enough. You have my thanks. You have my thanks. 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 I'm lucky you came along. I'm lucky you came along. Thank you for rescuing me. I didn't really need it. I mean, orc doesn't really need rescuing. Thank you for rescuing me. Look, normally I wouldn't have needed it, but thank you for rescuing me. Or something. Thanks for the rescue. Thanks for the rescue. Thanks for the rescue. Dick. Am I glad you came along? Am I glad you came along? I need something else to kill. Ha 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 ha. A little longer and I don't know what would have happened. Thank you. A little longer and I don't know what would have happened. Thank you. I could have gotten away myself, but thanks for the assist. I could have gotten away myself, but thanks for the assist. Is it over? Oh, Divines, thank you. I'm like the only orc coward in this entire game. Will you hold me? Please. No, not there. Yeah, right. Now squeeze harder. Yeah, don't stop until you see smoke. Okay. Is it over? Oh, Divines, thank you.
Got to turn the gain way down and grab my pillow. Where's my pillow? I need my pillow. I'm the whiniest orc in all of Tamriel.
Help! 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 Help!
Oh, an orc with his voice. It's like a orc going through puberty. Oh.
Listen, I need assistance. No, stop mocking me. My voice will level out. It'll be fine. I need assistance. I need assistance. Please, someone, help me. Please, someone, help me.
Ooh. Goodness. This next one's going to suck. If my housemate is not awake yet, he's about to be.
Help!
Yeah, I figured that would clip. Okay.
Help! Help! Help!
And I'm sure my neighbors are, oh, he must be recording.
A little help here? A little help here? I could use your help. I could use your help.
Asking about the progress of a quest or task.
How are things progressing? Hey, how are things progressing? Made any progress? Made any progress? Made any progress? Any luck? Any luck? How's the job going? How's the job going? Anything to report? Anything to report? Done yet? Done yet? Progress report? Progress report? You're back. Is it done? You're back. Is it done? You're back. Is it done?
Getting the player's attention.
A moment, please. A moment, please. A moment of your time. Hey, Pinky, a moment of your time. I'd like to speak with you. I'd like to speak with you. Privately. A moment. A moment. A moment, friend. A moment, friend. So, rumor has reached my ears that you've been saying that I don't know how to properly spread butter across bread. Now, I'm going to presume that that is some kind of a euphemism that you desperately want me to prove. False. But in order to do so, I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. I need assistance. I need assistance. I need assistance. Preferably Swedish. I could use your help. I could use your help. I could use your help. Please, I need your assistance. Please, I need your assistance. A little help? A little help? Yo. Dude. Or dudette, I really can't tell. The hairstyle you've chosen in character creation, I can't quite see whether... Oh, sorry, sir. A little help? I have a job for you. I have a job for you. I've got a job that needs doing. I've got a job that needs doing. There's this job, right? You may have heard of it. Go somewhere, get 6 of something, and then come back and give them to me, and I'll give you 750 septums. There's this job. There's this job. I have a task for you to complete. I have a task for you to complete. I need your aid. I need your aid. I need you to head to a certain location. Here, I'll mark it on your map. I need you to head to a certain location. Here, I'll mark it on your map. You're needed there. Just let me mark it on your map. You're needed there. Just let me mark it on your map. The job takes place right there on your map. The job takes place right there on your map. Just head right there. Just head right there. I'll mark the location on your map. I'll mark the location on your map. Do you know this place? On your map, there. Do you know this place? On your map, there. Right there, right where I'm pointing. I know I've got thick fingers. It's just right there.
Giving the player a note with information.
Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. This note will tell you all you need to know. This note will tell you all you need to know. This note has the details. This note has the details. Read this. It has all the details. Read this. No. Read this. It has all the details. Well, could you read it out loud? I presume it has the details. I don't know what it says. This note has all the information you'll need. This note has all the information you'll need.
Offering the player a reward.
Like a dagger in the gut. I'm kidding. It's not a dagger. It's an axe. Please, take this. It's the least I can do. Please, take this. It's the least I can do. Your payment. Your payment. Here's your reward. Here's your reward. Please, accept this award.
It's not an award, Tren. Stop saying that.
I'd like to thank the Academy. Please, accept this reward. Please accept this reward. I suppose I owe you a reward.
Shut up, stomach.
I suppose I owe you a reward.
That's hard to do.
I suppose I owe you a reward. I suppose I owe you a reward.
Thank God. Generic response lines. No means yes in orc. No, it doesn't.
Yes. 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 Yeah.
You think you can steal from us and just walk away?
Yeah. Let's not blow things out of proportion. Yeah. 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 Battle cry.
Years ago, when we were doing the voiceover for Beyond Skyrim Bruma, the very first mod we released for this mod pack, Linton and I were doing the thing. We weren't I don't think we were live streaming it, but we were recording the stuff, and Linton was like, "Okay, battle cries," and I was like,
All right. Battle cry.
and there's a recording of it somewhere. It might be on SoundCloud. I don't remember. Anyway, where the hell was I? Right. Yes.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so. Actually, yes. Actually, yes. Actually, yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'd love a third steak. Yes, please. Yes, please. No. 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 No means no in orc. No. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Actually, no. Actually, no.
Actually, no.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want an eighth steak. By that I mean I don't want an eighth of a steak. I mean, I would love an eighth steak, but not an eighth of a steak. That would just be stupid.
Celebratory exclamations. Oh, better turn this. Actually, I want to take a brief break to cool my brain case. So let's pause this. Pause. Fan. You're my greatest fan. I love you so much. All right, what are you people talking about over here? I like that, Morticia.
Orc doesn't need rescuing. I actually rescued you. You just didn't notice.
Yes, thick fingers. All he's talking about is the fact that when he's trying to point to a given spot on the map, his finger covers like an entire region. That's all he's talking about. You know, Khajiit are. Yeah. 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 I mean, Dartakto's kind of cool and all. I know him. Well, I could say I know him inside and out, but that's a little odd. But I still think that if I had to list my 3 favorite Khajiit, they would be in no particular order, except for the last one, which is the heartthrob of heartthrobs. But I'll list him last. So these first ones in no particular order. Inigo is just adorable. I love him. Which one's the one that runs around with Gopher a lot? Was it J'zargo? I think it was J'zargo. Ooh. Maik the Liar is adorable. I know that's 3. That's because the one who stands above them all is Razumdar. Oh. Oh. Karjo. Yes, thank you, Circuit. Karjo. I love him. But Dartakto. Not Dartakto. Razumdar. Thief of my heart. Okay. Let me see how far we have to go. Not far, actually. We got about 50 lines left, I think. Okay. Yeah, about 50. Oh, yes. Celebratory exclamations. Okay. New, never-before-seen streamers. Well, Cannon Bait, the reason that you probably haven't seen me is I almost never stream myself, not personally. I'm in other people's streams, but I'm very rarely do I stream from here myself. I will host like Arvin Eleron, like this evening when we're doing our D&D live stream of Curse of Strahd this evening. That, yeah, okay, well, fine, be that way. I don't even like coffee. God damn it, that just keeps coming up. It's like some kind of a regurgitant or a acid reflux. It just keeps coming up. Then fine, I won't tell you. Okay. We got 25 minutes to finish like 50 lines. I think I can do that. I think. As much as I love you, fan, be quiet. But hey, once I'm finished streaming and you guys go away, and I go away, honestly, we'll kind of both go away. I get to not only turn on my fan for the rest of the day, because I don't care if the fan's running during D&D, It's just the sound of Strahd's suckage. Anyway, I also get to open my bedroom window again and let the breeze blow through. It'd be great. Anyway, so what we need to do now is Mage Light. And of course, somebody said something right as I did that. If I don't get distracted, right? Get Mage Light. Okay. So celebratory exclamation. So I have to turn this down. Grab my pillar. And just push play. No, wait, that's an Aerosmith song. And I'm not pushing play. I'm pushing record or unpausing. So, you know what I'm talking about. Shut up.
Praise the divines. Praise the divines. Oh, yeah. Praise the divines. Woot. Yes. Yes. Woohoo!
Ow.
Woo to the who. Woohoo!
There we go. That's better.
By the gods, yes. By the gods, yes. Excellent. Excellent. Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. We did it. We did it. We did it. More specifically, I did it. I did it. I did it. You did it. Of course, I helped. You did it. I'm amazed that someone as spindly as you managed to pull that off. Success. A success. Victory. Like there was any question. Victory.
Exclamations in response to negative events.
Oh, divines, no. Divines, no. 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 Oh, no. Oh, no. By the gods, no. By the gods, no. Responding to failure. Oh,
Well, let's bring the volume back up for this. Turn the gain back up. Okay.
We failed. We failed. I failed. I've never said those two words in conjunction in my life. I failed. You failed. I mean, I expected you to, because, you're a twig. But you failed. You failed. Dick. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. What a disaster.
Still clipping.
What a disaster. What a disaster. And by that I mean you, not this whole situation.
Surprised exclamations. Turn this down a little bit more.
By the gods! By the gods! By the divines! By the divines! What the? Get him! Get him! Get her! Get her! It's time for some mood barks. Rough, rough. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Well done. Well done. Oh, damn it all. Damn it all.
Responses to intimidation.
That's cute.
No, he doesn't say that.
You think you scare me? You think you scare me? I've picked things out from between my toes that were scarier than you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. Nice try, but no. Nice try, but no. All right, all right.
That was way too loud.
All right, all right. No need to get violent. Something you probably never imagined you'd hear an orc say, but hey, not all of us are frickin' psychomaniacs. All right, all right. No need to get violent. Please, no. Fine. Please, no. Fine. Please, no. Fine.
Responses to illusion spells or being charmed.
Yes. Very well. Yes. Very well. Yes. Understood. Yes. Understood.
That's too quiet. Too quiet. Do it again.
Yes. Very well. Yes. Very well. Yes. Understood. Yes. Understood. Did you just try to bewitch me? Seems like you failed. Did you just try to bewitch me? Seems like you failed. Did you just try to bewitch me? Seems like you failed. My will is stronger than your spells. My will is stronger than your spells. Dick.
Responses to being persuaded.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. All right. Very well. Very well. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. It'll take more than that to convince me. It'll take more than that to convince me.
Exclaimed callouts. These are the last 4 lines.
Look at that!
Oh, that clipped. Definitely.
Look at that!
That also clipped. Damn it.
Look at that! Look at that! Look over there! Look over there! I think I hit puberty again. Look over there! Look! Look! There! There!
Ding. Fan. Save. Thank you for the reminder. Because I did forget again. All right. So there we go. That's 3 voice sets, all recorded. Of course, they need to have all of their noise cancellation and everything done, and they need to be split up into individual lines, and all the editing crap that goes with it. Once they're reviewed, if there are any mistakes that I made that didn't get covered, then we'll have to come back and do retakes or what are commonly called pickups, and then we will have individual named characters that will have to be recorded as well. But that will most likely involve me and Linton in a conference call so that he can direct me. Because, for example, in Bruma, it was indicated that Dartakto, the Khajiit that I did the voice for, that he might have more quests come out later. And we figured that it might happen in Cyrodiil. So we'll probably have to pick up more stuff for him. The other follower, hell is his name? Dumrag. It's actually Doomrag, but whatever. Do I ever play the games that I've voiced for? Depends on the game. I tend to be a much slower, much more methodical player. I mean, Skyrim is really good because I can sneak and do a very slow stealth game. Plus, since I'm an actor and I love, a rich, engaging story, I do weird things like read all the quest text. So that's one of the reasons why I don't stream games very often, because it's for anybody who's not me actually reading the stuff and going through the game, it gets pretty boring to watch someone play that slow and methodical a game. So, see, R. Van Elleron, who reads these days? Okay, see this guy right up here. I presume he's probably way over there. I'm not looking at the stream, so I can't. Yeah, you're way over there. Directly that way. So that's the guy. He's my DM for Dungeons & Dragons this evening, and for Adventures in Middle-earth on Tuesdays. And he's also an author. So you can bet your ass, not your ads, ADZ, that's a tool. You can kind of read Garfield. Voiced by Alonzo Music. Oh, how I miss him. Anyway, yeah, so if you want to get good at writing, read. And he's good at writing, so he probably reads a bit. Thank you, Circuit. Thank you very much. Oh, yep, I will catch you around 2. I hope you at some point wind up live streaming your stuff as well, because I would love to watch you work. Garfield comics are above your reading level. Ah, yes, Daniel Hodge. Oh, my God. My God. And by my God, I mean the God. The only one of the divines that really matters. Because cheese and entrails, I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't love that man? Oh. Can't prove anything? I can prove it. You obviously are reading the chat, or otherwise you wouldn't, be able to know what you would have heard me saying. Okay. What do I mean by interface in your system? Oh, let me show you. Don't throw up. I'm going to move the camera. I'm going to switch to the big camera feed so it'll be easier for you guys to see this. Do not throw up. Here we go. Oh my God, it's a California earthquake. All right, so over here, here's how my audio setup goes. You've got my Rode Procaster microphone, which goes, and this is a portable audio booth that has acoustic foam inside, and it folds down for transport, but it's only the back shell. It's like a big semicircular thing. So it doesn't have any coverage at the top and at the bottom. So I wrap blankets and towels around it to stop the slapback from the ceiling and from the top of the desk. Anyway, so the Rode Procaster microphone goes through this XLR cable here. There's an exercise ball right there that I never use because it's too small for me. Over here, The XLR cable comes into this, which is my Joe Meek Pro Channel VC3 preamp. This is the old one that was made in England, and you can tell that it was made in England. Well, you can't really see it because it's too dark down there, but it's some of the knobs go to 11, so obviously it's British. Then there is the Lexicon Alpha audio interface, which converts it from XLR into USB, which goes into my computer over there. And yes, there are things from England that actually work. Okay. Do's and don'ts. Do drink water and tea. Don't drink soda. That's correct. See? Water and tea. See? And do I ever get a delay on the USB transfer? No. No, I don't. However, all this stuff is stuff that I bought in like 2009. It was like 10 years ago. Basically, in 2009, EA did a massive round of layoffs, and I got a very big severance check because of that. And I had a really big tax return that year because I always have a little bit extra taken out of my paycheck, so I always get a return at the end of the year. Well, I'd kind of screwed up, and instead of having them take like an extra $5 or $10 out of every check, I had them take an extra $25 out of her check, so I got like a $3,000 tax return that year. And you might think, hey, that's a great idea. I'll do that. Don't do that all the time, because then they'll start penalizing you for it. Anyway, the really big tax return, and then the severance check, and so that's what I used to buy all of my audio gear. But of course, it's 10 years old now. So what I want to do is I want to, 10 years ago. That's when, I'm pointing over there, even though you can't see it. One of the last games I worked on at EA that time was, because I've worked at EA 4 times so far, but one of the last games I worked on was the one with Jack Black, Brutal Legend. And when we were reaching the end of I'll just go get it. Hang on. I'll be right back, I swear. It's okay. It's all right. I'm fine. We're all fine here now. Okay. How are you? So, and I apologize for this because he's very dusty. No, I did not voice act in Brutal Legend. No. EA only uses union actors. I did some placeholder dialogue for Dead Space 2, but not only did it not get used in the game, the character that I was doing, basically placeholder dialogue is they have people come in and record audio just so that they can get the animations right. And then they have the real voice actors come in after that and basically dub over the lines for whatever the character's going to be voiced by. Anyway, so I did some for Dead Space 2. You can hear that in my demo reel. Yeah, you can. The character says, we can't go through there. That's the CEC's ore processing facility. The map in the background, this is Dungeons & Dragons. This is the Forgotten Realms. The Sword Coast and Neverwinter and Waterdeep and everything are up over there. There, 2-syllable word. Anyway, so we were working on Brutal Legend, and one day we all came in, and sitting on our desk was these these guys, and I was like, did somebody leave this here by mistake? What the hell is going on? And it was a cool little treat that I got for working on Brutal Legend. It was really, really nice. I really didn't expect to get it at all because QA is often very overlooked. Leave that there until I can put it back in the closet. Yes, Jack Black's character from Brutal Legend is often in the closet in my room. Okay, so this has been almost exactly 3 hours worth of, an hour's worth of work. Because it would normally, if I weren't chit-chatting with you guys and fumbling around and whatnot, it would have probably taken me an hour to do all three of those, about 20 minutes each. So you can see how much procrastination happens when anybody else is involved. Yeah, it was a really fun game. It's very funny. I liked it. I mean, I was working QA, so I had to test it. So I guess I did technically play that, but whatever. It is more fun this way. It is. It just is not conducive to getting a lot of work done in a timely fashion, which is one of the reasons why I chose to do it on a day when there really wasn't anything going on. And after I had scheduled it and said, okay, this is what we're going to do, that's when I remembered that we were playing D&D this evening. Because the last time I was streaming on Arv's channel and we were doing our outros and we were doing, where are people going to see you next? And I said, I think here again on Tuesday for Adventures in Middle-earth because I don't think we have D&D this weekend. And he was like, yep. And I was like, okay, so we don't have D&D this. So it was like this morning or late yesterday when I was like, oh, we do have D&D. Okay, well, this will be fun. Yay. How many voice actors will be in Cyrodiil, Seat of Sundered Kings? Wondering with a comparison of Skyrim. It's okay. It's fine. Once I finish with this, I'll just, take a nap or something. Actually, I'm really not tired. I'm pretty stoked right now. So I was in the Army. I can sleep anytime. I'll just lay down and I'll be out. I'll just be out for like 20 minutes. Anyway, how many will be in the thing? I honestly don't know that number, Leon. However, if you tweet, if you're on Twitter, tweet to @Beyond Skyrim, and you can ask that. We've probably got dozens. When we first started, we had, maybe, I want to say like 50 at most voice actors. You're carrying the load of the entirety of County Bruma. I think we've got probably, over just for Cyrodiil, I would think that we've probably got well over 100, I think. But I honestly don't know. No. I will do generic voice sets like this so that every bandit orc you find is me. And probably every MaleKhajiit bandit you find is me. And some of the humans. But, yes, Pardrill, please. Pardrill, sorry. Blah. Please do. Turbo Tsunami, welcome. Just got here in time for the wind down. Oh, is that for the Beyond Skyrim Discord? Outstanding. That's probably the general community Discord, not the 7 or 8 others that we have for the individual development teams that are working on all the different different areas, because we've got 4 or 5 teams in Cyrodiil, I think, because Cyrodiil's, well, we've got Bruma, Kvatch, a couple of other things, but we've got teams working on Cyrodiil in the middle, and then off to the northwest, we've got Iliac Bay, which is Hammerfell and High Rock, and then we've got Elsewhere, which is kind of 2 teams, one for Palatine and one for the other place. Oh, well, that's okay. Nobody cares about our community anyway. And then we've got, like I said, we've got Black Marsh, and then we've got Roskria. We've got a Morrowind crew. We've got a lot of people in the thing. It's craziness. Absolutely crazy. Totally crazy. Yeah, I did mention Black Marsh. Somebody asked if I wanted to do an Argonian voice. No, not really. Yes, and there is a link on the Beyond Skyrim website. BeyondSkyrim.org. So, here we are at an hour. We got 30 seconds before we reach an hour-long, a 3-hour-long thing. So, welcome, Robot Tars. Beautiful timing. We are wrapping up right now. So, I am going to let you guys go. I am going to go and put some ice in this water and try to rest and relax. Please feel free to look up the Beyond Skyrim thing. If you play Skyrim and you have not installed Beyond Skyrim Bruma, Try it out. Let me know what you think about it. And if you missed this, I will be uploading it to YouTube shortly, so you can check out my YouTube link, Trendane, or my channel there. And if you want to listen to the most recent narrations that I have done, they are on the escapepod.org website, and or maybe it's Escape Artists, whatever. It's on the Escape Pod podcast. It's Lab B15 is the name of the story, and part 2 of that narration just went up yesterday, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, very good. Wouter, I don't know how to pronounce that, so. All right, thank you, Aranth. Always lovely to see you as well. So I will let you guys go. I will talk to you, and don't forget, if you have nothing to do this evening, or even if you do, skip whatever that is and come and watch us play D&D on Arvin Elrond's channel. Twitch.tv/that Arvin Elrond guy who just did the thing. Arv, put your link channel thingy in the Higgy. How many hours from now? 5? No, that can't be right. No, 7, I think. 6 or 7. It's at 4 p.m. California time. So 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. You'll be sleeping. Well, that's okay. Just dream about it. You'll be fine. I'm sure that works just as well. And that, too, will be up on YouTube on Arv's channel. So, go away. Shoo. Thank you guys very much for coming to the stream and for hanging out and seeing how this stuff works. If you have any questions, feel free to send them to me, or if you have questions about voice acting, send them to me, send them to the circuit, send them to Daniel Hodge, send them to the folks at Beyond Skyrim, whatever. We are happy to answer those questions anytime. And if you feel like getting involved with Beyond Skyrim, reach out to us. That you can do that on the Beyond Skyrim website. It's, we're almost always looking for people. And if you don't have a job on Beyond Skyrim right now, and we wind up telling you, we're not actually looking for anything right now, sorry, and you wind up not having a job, you're in exactly the same situation. So you've lost nothing. Wow, I can't. Okay, fine, whatever. Go, go have a brilliant day, and be wonderful, and love each other and stuff like that. And if I see you this evening, I'll see you this evening. And until then, be careless.